Hey Los Blancos fans! Welcome back. Today I'm here with some massive updates from the Santiago Bernabéu that you absolutely cannot miss. We've got Xabi Alonso's first match as manager, new signings making their debuts, injury updates that will impact our next games, and some controversial decisions from the board that have left Alonso frustrated. If you're ready for the latest Real Madrid insider news, smash that like button right now and don't forget to subscribe with notifications on. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. Let's dive right into today's headlines. First up, let's talk about the elephant in the room, Xabi Alonso's managerial debut with Real Madrid. The 43-year-old Spanish legend finally took charge of Los Blancos in their Club World Cup opener against Al Hilal, and it was, let's say, a learning experience. Real Madrid could only manage a 1-1 draw against the Saudi Pro League side, and Alonso wasn't shy about expressing his disappointment with the first-half performance. "I didn't like the first half too much," Alonso said in his post-match interview. "We didn't play very well, we didn't have good ball circulation, we were very wide, and we didn't know how to adjust when we lost the ball." The match saw youngster Gonzalo Garcia give Madrid the lead in the 34th minute. What a moment for the kid. But Al Hilal equalized just 7 minutes later through Ruben Neves from the penalty spot. And here's the kicker. Federico Valverde missed a penalty in second-half injury time that could have secured all 3 points for Madrid. Alonso's tactical analysis was spot on though. He recognized that his team tried to play too quickly in the first half, losing possession without proper passing sequences. The second half showed improvement, but the finishing was lacking, a problem that's been haunting Madrid for months. Now, let's talk about the debuts everyone was waiting for. Both of Madrid's major summer signings, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Dean Huijsen, got their first taste of action in the famous white jersey. Dean Huijsen, the young defender, played the full 90 minutes and impressed Alonso enough to earn praise in the post-match conference. "Dean was great," Alonso said, clearly pleased with his new signing's performance. Trent Alexander-Arnold, the Liverpool legend, started the match but was substituted after 65 minutes. Alonso noted that Trent was improving, like everyone else, suggesting there's still room for the English fullback to adapt to Madrid's system. This is huge for Madrid fans, seeing these world-class players finally in action after months of speculation and negotiations. Alexander-Arnold's crosses and Huijsen's defensive solidity could be exactly what Madrid needs for their title challenges this season. But here's what's interesting. Both players are still finding their rhythm in Alonso's tactical setup. Don't expect instant magic, but the potential is absolutely there. Unfortunately, it's not all good news from the injury front. Alonso was forced to field a heavily depleted squad against Al Hilal, and the list of absentees is frankly concerning. Kylian Mbappé missed the match due to flu. Yes, the flu. Sometimes the simplest things can sideline our biggest stars. But that's not the worst of it. The injury list reads like a medical report. Dani Carvajal, Eder Militao, David Alaba, Eduardo Camavinga, and Antonio Rudiger were all unavailable, still recovering from various injuries that have plagued them for weeks. But here's the silver lining. According to Marca reports, Antonio Rudiger is set to return for Madrid's next Club World Cup match against Pachuca this Sunday night. Alonso himself confirmed this positive news. Rudiger made a tremendous recovery. He's the first. The idea is that he'll probably be in the second game. The others need a little more time. The 32-year-old German international underwent knee surgery after the Copa del Rey final and has been playing through pain for most of last year. His return will be massive for Madrid's defensive stability, though Alonso is expected to ease him back gradually rather than throwing him straight into the starting 11. Now here's where things get controversial, and frankly, a bit frustrating for Madrid fans. According to Marca, Xabi Alonso specifically requested the board to bring in a new playmaker, someone who could dictate tempo and fill the creative void left by Luka Modric's eventual exit after the Club World Cup. The board's response? "What you have is enough." Let that sink in for a moment. The new manager, a tactical genius who transformed Bayer Leverkusen, asks for one specific reinforcement, and the hierarchy essentially says, "No thanks, we're good." Madrid's current midfield includes Federico Valverde, Aurelien Tchouaméni, Eduardo Camavinga, Jude Bellingham, and Dani Ceballos. On paper, that's impressive. But Alonso clearly sees a gap, a natural playmaker who can control the game's rhythm. The rumors had linked Madrid to Martin Zubimendi and Angelo Stiller, but according to reports, no serious negotiations ever took place. The board's confidence in the current roster might be misplaced, especially considering what we saw against Al Hilal. Even goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois highlighted the midfield's vulnerability after the Al Hilal match, noting how the team dropped too deep and struggled to maintain control. Exactly the problem Alonso wanted to solve with a new signing. Looking ahead, Madrid haven't been completely inactive in the transfer market. Besides Alexander-Arnold and Huijsen, they've also secured Franco Mastantuono, though the young Argentine will only join after the Club World Cup concludes. For now, Alonso will have to work with his current squad, but this midfield situation could become a bigger issue as the season progresses. The Club World Cup will be a perfect testing ground for his tactical adjustments. The next challenge is Pachuca on Sunday night, where we should see Rudiger's return and hopefully a more balanced performance from the entire team. Let me give you my expert take on these developments. Alonso's first match showed both promise and concern. His tactical awareness is evident. He correctly identified the first-half problems and made adjustments that improved the second-half performance. However, the board's refusal to back his transfer request could become problematic. The injury crisis is temporary, but the midfield creativity issue is structural. Without a natural playmaker, Madrid will continue to struggle against well-organized defenses. Bellingham is brilliant, but he's more of a box-to-box midfielder than a deep-lying playmaker. Rudiger's return is crucial. His leadership and defensive experience will stabilize a backline that's been inconsistent. But the real test for Alonso will be maximizing the potential of his current squad while integrating new signings effectively. The Club World Cup is the perfect laboratory for these experiments before the crucial second half of the La Liga season begins. So there you have it, Los Blancos fans. Xabi Alonso's era has begun with mixed results, but there are definitely positive signs. New signings are settling in, Rudiger is coming back, and despite the board's stubbornness on transfers, this team has incredible potential. The key takeaways: be patient with the new signings, watch for tactical improvements against Pachuca, and keep an eye on how Alonso solves the creativity puzzle in midfield without new reinforcements. What do you think about Alonso's start? Are you worried about the midfield situation? Should the board have backed his transfer request? That's all for today. Please leave your comments below and hit the like button. Thank you for watching.